Hello and welcome to another how-to video. Today I'm going to show you how to add custom sorting to a dimension in Power BI. Let me show you the example I've got. This is a report which is based on goal scoring statistics for various teams in various leagues, and you can see here these are the team names along the bottom. And we've got a slicer here with the teams, and we've also got here a little table with the player names, and the slicer, when you select the team with the slicer, it then shows you the scorers in that team. What I would like to do is add a custom sorting for the teams so that those with the most goals scored show first in the slicer. So as you can see here, this team is the most scoring, but you can't even see them on the list here yet because there's so many other teams. So I want the most relevant teams to be at the top, and the way we do that is we click on Transformation Editor, Power BI Query Editor, and then this is the table I'm using, and this is our table, and what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this. So we right click on the table name and we say duplicate, because it's the table with the teams in that we want to add the sort by column. We duplicate, and we do duplicate rather than reference because that will become important later, because we're going to end up joining tables together, and we don't want to have an invalid or cyclical reference. So we're actually duplicating this, but we're going to group by the team column. But let me first rename it. Team goals sort by. And we don't need this to be loaded into our model, so we're going to right click and disable load. So right click, and then we're here where it says enable load, we click there. As you can see, it's gone into italics, and these are the columns we've got. So we've got team, appearances, overall goals. So what we're going to do is we are going to group by team, because that's what we want to sort by. So we click on the team column there and then select group by from the menu at the top, the bar at the top. And then what we're going to do is in here we're going to change the operation to sum, and we're going to sum overall goals, and we're going to call this total goals. Okay, and then this should give us a row for each team with the total goals per team. And let's sort by that just to make it easy to see. Okay, so there you go. So the top team there is Cambridge City Ladies and Girls. So that is the total there. Okay, now that we've sorted by with the most goals at the top, we can then give a ranking by adding an index column. Okay, so we're going to say from 1. So the team with the most goals should be the first one, then the next one is number 2, and so on and so forth. There we go, here's our index column, and I'm going to rename that. Rather than just clicking here and rename, I can actually rename it when the column is created, and we'll call it sort by. If I can type, there we go. And that saves an extra step in your transformations. So now the column is called SortBy. Now we're going to use this SortBy column and add it to our main table. So to do that, we click here and then we go to Merge Queries and we click on Team because we're going to join on Team, and then we select Team Goals SortBy and then Team, and we're doing left outer, but you could do an inner join. What that will do is join the tables, and then we're going to, we just want the sort by column. We don't need a prefix, so we're going to just call it sort by. But we'd rather call it team sort by. There we go. So again, we'll do it there in the step that creates the column or expands the column or adds the column to this table, I should say, rather than adding an extra step to do the rename, just to make it less steps for the transformation, to make your refresh a little bit more optimal. So now we've got that new column, team sort by. It's an integer, that's fine, that's what we want. And then what we're going to do is close and apply. And just let that evaluate. And that will bring the results of the transformations we've just done into our model. Nothing has changed here. We've still got the teams in the same order. So then we want to use that new column to sort the teams, or as a method of sorting the teams. So what we do then is, in here, in our data pane, we click on the team column, and then at the top you can see there is this part here which will allow you to do the sort by. Click here and then you select the new team sort by column which we've just created. Yeah, so the problem there is because our table has got multiple rows per team, we cannot sort that column in this way. So what we need to do is create a separate dimension for the teams and then use that to sort the teams separately. So to do that, we go back into Transformation Editor, and what we can do is instead of not adding this to the model, what we can do is enable the load, and we rename this as dim team, because it's basically a team dimension, because we have one row for each team, and we have the total goals and we have the sort by column. And then what we're going to do is close and apply. So the next thing to do is to add the relationship between the two tables based on team. So click Manage Relationships, say New, team to team. It's already got that selected, and as you can see, many to one. That's what we want. That proves that we've only got one row for each team in here. And then we say OK. And then we say close. And now in here, instead of having this team column, we can actually use the team column from the dimension. you go. So by default it still has the same alphabetical order sequence, but what we're going to do now is make sure the table is sorted by the sort by column. So we click on the team column there, we click on the sort by and select sort by. There we go. So now you can see the team with the most goals, which is here, is also at the top here. So we can click here and see who the scorers were very easily. And there we go. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like, share and subscribe for more. And put in the comments if there's any other Power BI videos you'd like me to create, and I can see if I can work on that for you. Thanks very much for watching.